Alright, so this is attempt number 2. There's like this motherfucker walking in the background. Shit pissing me off. But anyway, let's get into it. So my name is Jay Junkie. This is my first video on this channel. But anyway, I'm about to be telling y'all about the first time I got high. And as a bonus, we're just going to be reviewing this like Fiji water type shit. Shit probably ass. Let me read the back real quick. The Fiji Water Foundation. The Fiji Water Foundation was created in 2007 with 2 goals. First, to support the communities where we live and work. Second, to preserve Fiji's natural beauty. Since then, we've funded initiatives that include providing clean water and healthcare access to local communities, building educational facilities, and helping preserve the Sovi Basin rainforest. Earth's finest water. Well, we about to see that. Anyway, story time. First time I got high. There were 2 instances in where it took me 2 times to smoke to get high. First time, it was bud. My homeboy, don't even know what strain. Have no clue. Shit could have been straight ass. I would not have known better. But anyway, my friend, we'll call him Tyrell for the sake of the video. Tyrell, and he brought his friend with him. His name was like Cody. They pulled up on bikes. I'm just going to call him Cody for the sake of the video. But they pulled up on like bikes, right? And we were finna go hoop. So I didn't even know we were going to smoke or anything. And I have no thoughts in my mind ever crossed me. I wasn't really about any lifestyle or anything. I wasn't rapping or anything yet. Anyway, they pull up. I'm like, yo, what's good, guys? And his friend, I didn't even know he was coming. And his friend takes out his backpack, pulls out a bag. Immediately, like, before, like, they even, like, fully get to the park, you can just, like, smell that shit, right? Like, as soon as he opened his backpack, like, you could smell that shit. And, like, as soon as I smelt it, I knew what it was. And they were, like, asking me, like, hey, bro, you want to smoke this shit? You want to smoke this shit? And at first I was like, nah. I wasn't really about that. I was, like, a really not heavy Christian. So, like, a fake Christian, basically, was what I was. And I was talking with them about it. And I was talking to them, like, hey, I don't really want to smoke. I'm not really trying to smoke. But their asses, like, insist. They're like, bro, it's not going to do anything. So I figured, why not? We go in, like, this little woods area. Actually, where I am right now. Something like that. But there's, like, a teepee made out of sticks. So we went in that teepee, right? And we tried 2 different ways of smoking. The first way we tried was just, like, a pipe. He put, like, a nug in there. Like, a little small thing. He put that in there. Because it wasn't grinded or anything yet. And he lit it on fire. And he hit it. Passed it to the other dude. Taught me how to do it. He lit it for me a lot. Because I burnt my fingers, like, while lighting with the lighter. And so I didn't really want to do that shit. And so he did it for me. And I didn't know how to inhale, right? So I had no clue on how to inhale, right? Anyway, let's take a quick double blanker break. Anyway, so we're in this teepee. I'm trying to smoke out this shit. Right? And I had tapped Nick at this point. First time I tapped Nick was around the same time, 9th grade. I worked at a Dairy Queen. That shit was mad ghetto, but a lot of people smoked Nick there. I hit Nick a couple times. Not sounding slight. Me, Tyrell, and Cody were in this teepee. And so I was like, bro, this shit ain't doing nothing. Like, I took 4 attempts at it. One of them might have been valid, but most of them hoes were ass. He had a water bottle, so he drank a lot of the water, left a little bit of water in there. And he used, like, a pocket knife to, like, make a hole in it. So he made, like, a makeshift bong out of a water bottle. I tried to hit this shit. That didn't work right. Fast forward, like, 6 months later. By the way, Cody, he died, I think, like, from an overdose. Like, a little bit ago. I'm not going to say his real name, but yeah, RP to my man, Kobe. Can we get a... Anyway, the next time, same dude, Terrell, right? Me and my dog, Terrell. Run up, pull up. We're like, hey, bro, let's hang out. I'm like, bet. He said This time he said, he was like, bro, I got a cart. You got to hit this shit. And at this point I was like, okay. I knew what carts were, right? I had never smacked one before. But it's one of these. But it had like a battery and a cartridge. So it wasn't a dispo. So he pulled up. It was this exact area right here was where we smoked that bitch at. So we smoked it right here. And the first couple taps were rough. I was hacking, like 2-second taps. One of these hoes. But I took a lot. I took like 6. And then I took a couple long ones. And I had AirPods on me and my phone. And like a backpack. And I got mad thirsty because of Cottonmouth. And his ass left me. His ass had to go to the dentist. So my first time being high, half of it was with him and half of it wasn't. And at this point, I had started doing music. So I was kind of about that lifestyle. Not really. But anyway, Terrell leaves. He has a doctor's appointment. I go to Lund's. I want a drink. And I had like $5 in cash on me. I was broke. I think this was the point where I didn't have a job. I used to work at like a Firehouse Sub, like a sandwich place. And this was in between. This was like 10th grade. Firehouse Subs. I worked there. This was during quarantine too. This shit was ass. But anyway, I'm walking to Lund's. And I get to Lund's. I buy my drink. Everything goes according to plan. Then I get home. I'm about to slump, right? And when you slump, you gotta have the AirPods on deck, right? Like, you gotta have them AirPods on deck. And I realized I didn't have my AirPods. I was like, what the fuck? I had no clue where my AirPods were, man. No fucking clue. So it turns out I left my AirPods at Lund's. I checked like the Find My iPhone thing, and usually that shit never works. And my high ass, for the first time being high, lost my AirPods at Lund's. It was a good high though. The drink slapped. I think it was like a Coke or something. It was probably a Coke. I only drink Coke really. But anyway, that's basically about my first time getting high. It's not really that crazy of a story, but I'll come in with more stories. I got a lot of stories, so. Yeah, this was like J Junkie. This is kind of more like a channel intro type shit. This is gonna be like more, like this is gonna be like my main channel and stuff like that type shit. So, yeah. Oh, we gotta try the Fiji water. I almost forgot. 1 second. Fulcrum, come in. Yeah. Yodi gang. You feel me? Anyway, let's try this Fiji water. We got nice Cottonmouth. This is my first honest opinion of Fiji water. So first little sip test. Kind of mid. But also, if you sip your shit like this, get your weak ass out of here. Get your weak ass out of here. You gotta sip that hoe like this. Like you chugging a bottle of Henny or something. But yeah, that's gonna be, if I had to give this bitch a rating out of 10, for the price I paid for this hoe, I give it like 5. It's good water though. Anyway, catch y'all later. Peace out, gang.